Welcome to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, broadcasting live from the Willy Wonka Fun Night, because that's what I'm calling it. Here at Well-Rounded BBW 2014, we have sitting with us as a guest host, the lady herself, Miss Bree Brown. Yay!
I am so honored to be the guest host. This is fabulous. You know, I've been a
We're-
guest, but not a guest host.
We're honored to have you. And we are
Thank you.
also honored to have with us the internationally acclaimed Tigress.
Yeah, internationally.
Yeah, because you're
famous internationally.
Yeah, you're
She is famous for many, many things, and she actually is a little more famous tonight.
yeah.
So
She's
I'll let you
uber
go.
famous.
Yeah.
Well, I was not in the banquet to see where the cool spirally thing came from, but I'm sure you could tell us all about it.
So
Foxy.
Bree tricked me into thinking that I was. She just needed a bio about me for something else,
Uh-huh.
and then she got up and told these people wonderful things about me and gave me this really lovely award.
And what's the award for?
It says Well-Rounded BBW Award, Tigress Osborne, for your dedication to the BBW community.
Yay!
And you know what? She truly. I wanted to give an award first of all because I love our community, and she was the very top of the list. And I didn't even start to think about other people because I knew I had my winner. So I had to trick her, and I tricked her by saying that
And I
I'm
was
getting
easily
so
tricked.
many media requests, and I do actually, but I turn them down because I don't always trust the media. Sorry, don't mean to be offensive there, but
Oh no, we
you know,
understand.
yeah, but you know what? They've just done us dirty for so many times, so I just don't trust them, and I make them jump through a lot of hoops if I do, decide to go with someone, because I've just seen too many bad things. But anyway, so I told Tigress that. I'm getting so many requests, but I'm just not good at doing the interviews, and I really need someone out front to do that. And if she could just send me a list of her bio, because I thought, you know what, to give her this award, I can go down, I can find all kinds of great things about her, and there's so many, but I wanted to make sure that I featured the things that she was most proud of. So I tricked her into giving me the list, and she gladly did. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's telling me her schedule when she's available. And and
Here's
she's like,
when I'll
okay.
be there, and
Yep.
I'll talk to anybody.
Right. And then I go in the banquet, and I said, I need someone to draw a ticket for me. I'm like, I thought we'd get you. Is that okay? And she's like, okay. And I'm like, all right, be ready about 8:30.
Well, that's it. I'll volunteer for anything. So I guess
By the
maybe
way,
that's part of how I got it.
gullible, not in the dictionary.
I know that one already.
Now, some of the things, Bree, that you were sharing with us in there, and if you could share with us again for the listeners, as far as if going through the bio of Tigress, do any kind of
I think more than anything, it's not even a separate list. I mean, I could list off things, and it just doesn't mean a lot. For me, it's the essence of Tigress. I mean,
Right.
and that just sounds really corny, and I hope it doesn't come across that way, but it truly is. I mean, every part of her fiber and being is in our BBW community. She gives selflessly. She's not there. I mean, she throws parties and and a lot of people throw parties, so that's great, but but she's there for everything. I mean, she's not there just running a business. She's there for everything, and it's in her soul and it's in her heart. So, that's why I wanted to give her the award.
I have to say, I was super excited to meet you.
Thank
I was
you.
looking forward to it, actually, ever since I had corresponded with you via Facebook. I was very excited. So Saturday night, when I knew you were going to be at that one event, and as I was getting ready, I'm like, I can't wait. I was so nervous.
I mean, I can't believe anybody would be nervous to meet me, but
You're a star.
thank you.
I think so many people have heard of you and they know your accolades. They know how fabulous you are. So
It's a little easier with the name too. If that helps people remember.
yeah, you definitely remember
And
Tigress.
just some of them, you have it's the FFE.
Yes,
correct?
Full
The
Figure Entertainment in Oakland, California. Our party's in San Francisco now, but we're based in Oakland. And then, yeah, I mean, I'll mention a couple of the other things Bree read from my bio just because I like to share because none of those are things I did by myself, and I like for people to hear about those projects.
Absolutely.
So she mentioned that I'm one of the founding members of the Fat Flash Mob. So we did a flash mob in San Francisco. I think there were about 40 of us. We did a dance to the song Pharrell's Happy song,
Right.
and you can see the videos on YouTube. There's official videos, but the FFE video was really interesting experience because a fat hate group jumped on board and started commenting on the video, and so it was one of those like,
That always amazes me. Like, why does somebody take their energy to be hateful?
And
I don't understand.
and
I
not
just
just
really
your
don't.
and not just your energy, but take your energy and then direct other people to take their
Right.
energy.
Right.
Right.
Because we just
But
got
I
this
don't understand
influx.
what that does for them, and I just think that they must be just the most miserable people in the world if they just want to make other people miserable.
That's
And I
exactly.
think
You know,
there's-
I feel bad for them.
I think there's something particular in the American mindset about it too, because I have to say, like, I danced with Gunnar Holma on Sweden's Got Talent, and that video it has been seen by like 150,000 people, and it does not have all those hate comments on it. That like I put that fat flash mob up. Here in the United States, and within 24 hours, it had pages of hate comments. And the other video, like that many people have seen it, they just don't
I
do it.
absolutely love that video, by the way. I
Yeah.
remember watching that flash mob. I'm like, oh my god, that is so fabulous.
It was
But
so much fun.
I remember going through and seeing some of the hate comments
Hmm.
in regards to it, and then other people were responding saying, "Why are you, if you're being so negative that these are, heavier girls, why are you putting them down if they're out there exercising and bringing awareness to, moving your body and getting out there?
And
why,
also
why
just
the negativity?
Who the fuck are you? I'm sorry.
No, you can
Oh,
say
you
fuck.
can.
It's okay.
Y'all adult radio. I can.
Right.
I'm not gonna get like Linnell up here or anything, but yeah, it's like, who the fuck are you, and why is your life so perfect that you can sit around talking about what anybody
No,
is doing?
really, they're just so
Right.
sad and pathetic that this is what they do.
That's what it is, and like, but the organizers of the flash mob, are just such like big, bold women too.
Sorry to interrupt, but our hostess is being called in to duty.
Oh, to duty.
To duty, they need her.
Well, that sucks.
Bye, Bree.
Bye, Bree. Thank you for coming. Come back.
Are you taking Bree's place?
Well, actually, Bree took my place for a minute. That's how that worked.
This is Sweet Cheeks.
Well, I met
Oh.
her last year
Yeah.
at FanFest, I think.
Right.
So you were telling us you put the video up on Sweden's Got Talent, and there's like not the hate comments that you see on the videos. That you
I mean,
posted
maybe
here.
maybe the show moderates comments and takes them all down, but even the Swedish comments I've translated, and like there are a few anti-Muslim comments about some of the women in the audience, but it's not like there's no one in Sweden who hates anyone, but like there's nothing negative body stuff, none of it.
That's
But I've
wicked
never
awesome.
posted anything in the United States where I didn't get that.
Right.
And what happened with my job. So I was a high school teacher, and I lost my job a few months ago because of a nude art show that I participated in. But what was interesting about that is how the students found that is they were looking for the video of me and Gunnar dancing. I had talked to them about this dynamic we're talking about of like, over Sweden, nobody did anything, but over here, people are so hateful, whatever. And I said, I'm not going to show you guys a video of me shaking my butt on TV. You know how to use the internet. If it's that serious to you, you'll go find it. And that's the kind of rapport I had with my women's studies class. One of the girls who went looking for it found that French news piece that I had never even seen. But it was like
And that you hadn't given authorization to.
We'd
Is that-
given him access to the photo shoot, so
Right.
we had a French journalist shooting behind the scenes. This is why I was so gullible when Bree was like, "Oh, I don't trust the media. I need somebody to talk to them," we had this journalist shooting behind the scenes, and because it was for television, we were expecting that he was framing his shots in ways that, well, he was for French television.
For TV,
Right.
right?
For
Oh,
French
but not.
television.
Oh, that's a big difference,
So,
huh?
Everything that shows, it's on a French news station. Like, it's not on, hardcore triple X France or whatever.
Right.
Like, that's,
But it
I
was an
wouldn't do
art
that.
show, right? It's not like you were doing porn. You were doing an art show.
No, but it's like they forced just a handful of parents and students who freaked out, and that was it. So,
Because you had
But you do, it
artistically
all came-
framed nipples.
because I had artistically framed nipples that had been shot 3 years prior.
That's crazy. Did you
Yeah.
fight that? Are you fighting that? Are you?
I fought with the school for a while. I mean, I explored all of my options legally, but because of some contractual things, there was just not a lot to pursue legally. So I got a small farewell package from the school, so I'm okay. But like I'm okay for a minute. I'm not like okay for life. It's not like it wasn't my golden ticket or anything. And what was interesting though is like the way that the activist community really showed up because um, I had students and parents who I was surprised weren't more vocal in their support. But in the activist community, it was like, what do you need from us? You need a letter. You need letters. You want us to come up there with signs. Like, what do you want us to do?
Got the
The bur-
NAACP on a call.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, NAFA reached out to me. It's like,
Right.
do you want us to do a press release? Um, and the burlesque girls in my community started talking about how they wanted to do a campaign to send pictures of their boobs to the head of the school. And I was like, why don't y'all let me get my last severance check before you do the titty shots to the school?
Not too much
know.
activism yet, right?
Yeah. But
I think, and for me, one of the reasons I had wanted to reach out to you previously is that as a mother, there is so much good that you do within the community to bring positive size awareness and in your activism, campaigns, that it's a shame that a little bit of boob overrode all of that phenomenal work that you've done. So you would think that maybe some more parents
Yeah, unfortunately
would
they
embrace
don't
it.
do the give and the take. They don't say this woman does a lot for the community, so it outweighs this little bit of boobage. What they do is they don't even think about this good stuff. They just think, "Oh my god, she's so horrible."
Oh my
Which
God,
really
thanks.
sucks. Which really sucks that it's like that.
Well,
She's
and
fat
I-
and she
you know-
has boobies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I taught women's studies at my school. So part of my curriculum was about teaching young people that women should be judged by their, who they are, not by what they do with their body. So
Yeah,
can
if it
you,
had been a male teacher with a topless shot, no one would have given a crap.
the same week that I was fired, the school had a bunch of boys from the track team on the school website, shirtless. And yeah, okay, it's a different cultural expectation.
But it's
We-
still
what we
teenage
think about-
boys
and it's
shirtless.
still nipples, and it's still is that too distracting? Now I can't sit next to you in class or whatever. But it was all
Right.
different because it's like you're the teacher,
Right,
whatever, and it's
right.
just it
I
kind
think
of like
with children it
that's-
would be worse. Isn't that borderline child
I
pornography?
agree. That's what I'm thinking, Sierra.
well,
Whatever.
but it only takes one person with that like that there's a character on The Simpsons. I think it's Reverend Lovejoy's wife who's always like, oh, someone please think of the children. It only takes one person. So
You're right. You're
but
very right.
but like I said, the activist community, especially in the Bay, like some of the people who like in the Healthy at Every Size movement, and people like Linda Bacon and Marilyn Wan, and people who've been these like lifelong activists, started like writing to the school and that I won't send my kid to your school because because this is the message you gave kids about bodies, and so just really obviously sad but really good, ultimately good.
Well, I hope I hope that your next teaching gig, I hope you get back into teaching. I hope this doesn't deter you from it. And I hope your next teaching gig is with a school that proudly says, we support
Look
our
at our-
size positive
Look at our
teachers.
teachers' titties on the internet.
Look at how
I don't know that you get all that, girl, but maybe
But
somewhere
but
in
the
between,
context
okay?
It was.
Yeah.
In the context
Yeah.
it
Yes,
was.
you're right.
I wouldn't, again, going back as a parent, I personally wouldn't have an issue with it. So, I mean, I'm Googling them now as we're here on the. No, just kidding. But
Tigris's
Right,
my-
titties.
Well, what else?
So
I
You-
feel like for Curvaceous Bounty, I should be talking about something more sensational. I mean, I guess titties are sensational, but
Oh,
really
our
not.
Yeah, and
our
you-
viewers love titties,
you
girl.
do have some sensational titties.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So
I
when
get
you're
that-
in
I get
Vegas, you're
that from
gonna
my great grandmother.
when you're in Vegas next, you're gonna come see us and come live in the studio.
Sure.
We would
Absolutely.
love to have you live in studio. Now, if people want to reach out to you, they want to email you, they want to check your Twitter, your Facebook. How would they find you?
Full Figure Entertainment on Facebook. Full Figure ENT on YouTube. You can see some of the FFE models performing in the annual dance show in Oakland. We're also Full Figure ENT on Twitter, and on Instagram we're FE Oakland.
FE
So
Oakland.
Effie, like the singer from Dreamgirls. Effie. I was on Facebook and I had a page called Full Figure Friday, and I got a stalker, and I reported him over 100 times, and Facebook never did anything about him, but they made me change the name of my page from Full Figure Friday. So I changed it to FE Oakland because we had been joking about FE as the name for FFE. So that's what FE Oakland comes from. So you can find us on Instagram under FE Oakland, EFFIE Oakland.
All right. Thanks for sitting down with us. We really
Of
appreciate.
course,
Sorry I
I'm
was
happy
late for your
to.
interview, and congratulations.
Anytime your
this.
cheeks
Love
show
it.
up, it's sweet.
Oh, we love ya. All right, you have been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City Girls. We are going over here to get our professional photo taken for our website. So we're going to take a little break, but we're going to be back really shortly. 2 clicks of the photo, and we're good because we take perfect shots every fucking time. We'll be right back.